Hi there, grandparents. We are still talking about some faith matters this month, and today I want to talk a little bit about taking the commercialism out of Easter while still enjoying family traditions. Now, this really can apply to any holiday, whether it's a Christian holiday, a Jewish holiday, any type of holiday that you celebrate with your family. So if you're not specifically involved in faith matters, just think of it as how you celebrate when you have special events with your family and relate it to the commercialism of our day. That has been such a long time complaint now for many of us who have lived a few decades. And it's just the commercialism, the selling, the earlier and earlier we see holiday items, in the retail markets, and more of them. I'm startled sometimes at how many ideas they can come up with for us to buy things to celebrate the holidays that are the landmarks in our lives. And so what does that commercialism look like? Well, it looks like masses of things to celebrate, things to help us celebrate. And it may be decorations, it may be pans, dishes, linens, toys, candy, baskets, eggs, bunnies, etc. Whatever the holiday is, just a lot of stuff. Now, I'm not saying there's anything inherently wrong with that stuff, but what I am saying is we can get caught up so much in the stuff and the things, the trimmings that we need to celebrate, that we kind of forget the core of the holiday. And not only that, but we end up with a lot of extra stuff we have to store every year. It's only good for a certain type of family gathering, and so maybe we have special dishes and serving platters and everything that are holiday themed, but they're only good for 1 or 2 days a year. And so now we have to find a place to put those things. And what I've found over the course of my life, as I bought into some of that and bought special baking dishes or servingware, I really begin to realize that my stuff begins to run my life. And the holidays, the meanings behind them, get a little more distant as I have to work harder to make the right presentation. And so I really want to, myself and for you, give us just a moment to pause and think about how much of the stuff or the things do we need to celebrate those holidays? How can we remove some of that commercialism, maybe save a few bucks and save some hassle as we're moving, dishes and items in and out of storage so we can use them for those 1 or 2 meals and those 1 or 2 family gatherings. Maybe we don't have to decorate the whole house for every single holiday. I know I just can't keep up with that kind of stuff. So think about it. Let's remove some of that commercialism. Some of that is a distraction from the true meaning of the holiday. So you kind of end up with the commercial stuff versus the heart of a holiday. And I really want us to get back more to the heart of any holiday we're celebrating. I know that's what I want to do in my own family. I want to talk more about the meaning and worry less about the process. Still do the family gatherings, enjoy the traditions, but not look every year to the catalogs of what I need to buy for this year's holiday event. And then what do I do with it after I'm done with it for that year? It's time to really focus on what's important. So here's some choices we can make. We can make time for the holiday, not time for gathering and sorting and storing and moving stuff around, but time for the holiday, to pray, to celebrate the meaning of the holiday, to study the meaning of the holiday, and to invite God into the process with our family members. We can gather family, focus on the family more than the event. I love doing family gatherings. I always will, but I can make them as simple as possible. And I've gotten a little better at that over the years. But I still get very distracted by the commercial catalogs and sale items. So I want to focus more on family. Celebrate the traditions, but don't feel like we have to revamp the holiday every year. One of the trends I've noticed that's not really related to Easter that we're talking about this month, but the Christmas holiday. There seems to be more and more of a trend to have a totally different tree theme every year. Well, that gets costly. Holiday decor is not cheap. It does take up a lot of room. And then just the process of changing your entire decor theme every year, whatever the holiday, is expensive and cumbersome. So think about that. No need to revamp. Part of the tradition can be, like it used to be, at least for me and my family, was more of the traditional things that we pulled out every year. And there was a certain amount of joy in seeing, decor from childhood, those memories that it brought with it of the events and the people that we gathered with to celebrate certain holidays. Memories of Easter and that kind of holiday gathering for me included some of these things. Dressing up for family gatherings, seeing everybody kind of in their Sunday finest, and attending church together as a group with both the solemnity and the celebration of the holiday. So yes, it's serious, but yes, there's so much joy too. That is a nice thing for children to learn, to understand that life has these moments that are meaningful. And we talk a lot about meaningful conversations and whatnot these days. Let's apply that to some of our celebrations. How can we make it more meaningful with less stuff? We didn't have big special dishes, platters and everything. My grandmothers served their meals on all the stuff they used for every meal. But the family gatherings at holidays were special times to sit down, break bread together, talk as a family. Maybe we ate dinner on the couch in the living room because there were so many people we couldn't be around the dining table. That's great. That's part of the process. And it was fun times as kids watching the adults around us prepare those holiday meals, prepare the holiday celebration. There was something exciting to see the people that we loved making preparations that we would benefit from, that we would enjoy. There was an anticipation of the celebration. Try and make some of those times for your grandchildren. Be that older generation putting together a special event, and then teach the little ones how to do it too, so that one day they're doing the same thing for their grandchildren. This Easter, this holiday season, with the holidays coming up in the summer, 4th of July, etc., dig into the meaning of the holiday and find some simple ways to celebrate with your families. We are all facing some massive inflation right now. Things are getting more costly, including food. Decor is going to be right in there. I've seen some price jumps recently that are a little startling, and they give you pause. And maybe it's time to just back off of the commercialism, celebrate the holidays, dig into the meaning, and have those deep heart conversations with our families and with the next generations to come. Be grand, my friend.